Track 9.3, Unit 9, page 108, Exercise 3. Listen and see if your ideas were correct.
Today, my guest is Rachel Brooks. Rachel is just 18, but she's been working with Channel 5 to make some fascinating documentaries about problems teenagers face today. The first of these documentaries is called Cyberbullying, The Faceless Haters, and she's with us today to tell us all about it. Hi there, Rachel. Thanks for coming on the programme.
Thanks for inviting me.
Rachel, this documentary, it's quite incredible. I watched it last night and I learnt an awful lot. It was very informative. I really had no idea what cyberbullying was really all about. I felt really ignorant.
You're not alone. A lot of people are unaware of the problem. That's why I made the programme. I mean, everyone knows about the sort of bullying you get at schools. Many of us have seen it happening or even actually been through it ourselves. It can have disastrous effects on young people. It can lead to depression or even, at its worst, to suicide. Fortunately, these days, a lot of people are looking out for it. Teachers, parents, friends all know what to do and who to tell if they see signs of bullying. It still happens, but at least people talk about it and there's advice on how to deal with it. Cyberbullying, however, is something else. People are not that aware of it and it's very, very difficult to deal with.
So what exactly does it involve?
Well, it's a step on from normal bullying. It all happens online. People post vicious comments about you online, usually on social network sites. It started with nasty texts when mobile phones started to become popular and was a way that bullies could follow their victims outside school and into their own homes. Now with social networking sites becoming so popular, this sort of bullying has reached yet another level. Not only do you see the comments, but everyone else can see them too. But the worst thing is that you just can't get away from it.
Can I ask you what sort of comments?
Well, most of them are too horrible to repeat, but they include things like, everyone hates you, don't come to school tomorrow, you know what's waiting for you, you're fat and ugly, and so on. Terrible, insulting things.
But why do people do this?
Well, one reason is because they're anonymous online. The victim doesn't know who is posting the comments, and because they are anonymous, the bullies feel they can say absolutely anything they want. There are no limits. They aren't face-to-face with their victim, so they can't see the effect their words have, and the comments just get worse and worse.
I've heard that these people are called trolls. Is that right?
Yes, and these people don't just attack and bully people they know from school. It goes further. There are trolls who post horrible comments on sites of people they've never even met, like celebrities. For them, it's like a hobby, it's fun.
So what can people do about this?
That's the big problem. There's very little you can do. Some people try to respond to the trolls, but they shouldn't. This just encourages them to do more. There's a saying going round these days, don't feed the trolls, and that's probably the best advice.
But it's hard to ignore such personal messages. And if everyone can see them, it must be so humiliating.
Yes, it is. But these people are almost impossible to track down. They hide behind other identities online. But what they are doing is actually illegal. If people can get some evidence, like a printout of the messages before they delete them, they can take them to the police.
And do you think the problem will be resolved soon?
Some people think that bullies will get tired of this type of activity, but I don't agree. And it's not going to be enough just for people to be more careful about who they give their email addresses to. We need more online protection from bullies like these. However, I think we're a long way from that at the moment. It's all tied up with whether there should be more policing of the internet, and if so, how this can be done. Maybe then the problem will disappear.
OK, Rachel, thank you so much. Believe me, listeners, this is a must-see documentary. Watch out for it, next Tuesday at 7:30.